Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today my team and I are going to present about a dual piston pump. So, what is a dual piston pump? Alright, a dual piston pump operates on the principle of reciprocating motion, where two pistons move back and forth within their respective cylinder. This piston work in synchronization, creating a continuous flow of fluid. So, what distinguishes about a dual piston pump is its ability, where it provides a consistent pressure and flow rate as the two piston movement complement each other, where it minimizing pulsation and ensuring smoother fluid delivery. This design enhances the pump's reliability and efficiency, making it suitable for application requiring precise and reliable fluid movement, such as hydraulic system in machinery, automotive industry, and various manufacturing process. Next, the synchronization action of the piston allow for higher pressure output compared to a single piston pump, making dual piston pump ideal for tasks that demand significant force or pressure. Additionally, their design often include features for durability that reduce wear and maintenance contributing to their popularity in demanding industrial environment.
Okay, for first component, we have piston. A piston is a cylindrical component that moves back and forth within a cylinder. In the context of dual piston pump, there are two pistons. The movement of the piston is driven by an external power source, such as an electric motor or an engine. As the piston moves, it creates a reciprocating motion which generates suction and discharge action within the pump. Second, we have cylinder block. Suits with its name, the cylinder block is part of the pump housing that contains the cylinder in which the piston moves. In a dual piston pump, there are two cylinders housed within the cylinder block, each corresponding to one piston. The cylinder block provides a sealed environment for the piston to move back and forth, maintaining the integrity of the pumping process. It also contains ports and passages that control that flow of fluid into and out of the cylinders. The piston and cylinder block work together to create the reciprocating motion needed for fluid suction and discharge in a dual piston pump, allowing it to effectively pump and transfer fluid. Next, we have connection rods, or also known as connecting rods, are mechanical components that connect the pistons to the crankshaft. The connection rods transmit the reciprocating motion of the pistons to the rotary motion of the crankshaft. As the pistons move back and forth within their respective cylinders, the connection rods convert this linear motion into rotational motion, allowing the crankshaft to turn. Besides, we have crankshaft, which is the central rotating shaft within the pump. It converts the linear motion of the pistons transmitted through the connection rods into rotary motion. The crankshaft's rotation is what ultimately drives the pump operation, allowing for the continuous and controlled movement of the piston. Crankshaft is typically connected to an external power source, such as an electric motor or an engine, to provide the necessary rotational energy. The fifth, we have valve that can control the flow of fluid into and out of the pump cylinders. In a dual piston pump, there are typically inlet valve and outlet valve associated with each cylinder. Inlet valve open to allow fluid to enter the cylinders during the suction phase, and outlet valve open to allow fluid to exit during the discharge phase. The opening and closing of this valve are timed and coordinated with the motion of the pistons to ensure efficient pumping and prevent backflow of fluid. To make it clear, the connection rods and crankshaft work together to convert the reciprocating motion of the pistons into rotational motion, driving the overall operation of the dual piston pump. Valves play a crucial role in controlling the fluid flow within the pump, facilitating the suction and discharge phases. Next, seals and gasket that can prevent leaking. Seals and gaskets are used to create a tight and secure seal between various components of the pump, especially around the piston and other moving parts. This is prevent the leakage of fluid, ensuring that the pump operates efficiently and minimizes the risk of contamination or fluid loss. Seals also help to maintain the pressure within the pump by preventing the escape of fluid. This is essential for the pump to generate the necessary force to move the pistons and transfer fluid from one part of the system to another. Seals and gaskets also protect internal components from external contaminants, ensuring the longevity and reliability of the pump. Besides, we have pressure relief valve, act as safety mechanism that can protect the pump and the entire hydraulic system from overpressure. If the pressure in the system exceeds a predetermined level, the relief valve opens to allow excess fluid to escape, preventing damage to the pump and other components. These two items play a vital role for maintaining a proper seal and preventing leakage in a dual piston pump, while pressure relief valves are crucial for safety, preventing overpressure and potential damage to the pump and hydraulic system. Together, these components contribute to the efficient and reliable operation of the dual piston pump. For three last part, we have drive mechanism, casing and suction that play vital role to power transmission, enclosure and support, and inlet force fluid. For power transmission, the drive mechanism is responsible for transmitting power to the pump's piston, enabling them to move back and forth. It can be a motor, engine, or any other source of mechanical power. The drive mechanism converts the input energy into reciprocating motion, which drives the piston to draw in and expel the fluid. For enclosure and support, the casing serves as the outer shell or housing of the pump, enclosing and protecting its internal components. It provides structural support to the pump and helps maintain the alignment of critical parts, such as the piston and cylinders. Last but not least, inlet for fluid, which is the suction component, is where the pump draws in fluid from the external source or reservoir. It serves as the inlet for the pump, allowing the piston to create a vacuum during the suction phase. This vacuum pulls the fluid into the pump from the source.
Next is the operational component of dual piston pump. The efficient way to provide a constant and almost pulse-free flow is by using dual-headed reciprocating pump. There is one motor that driven two chambers to pump through the eccentric cam. By that, one piston function to pump while the other one function to refilling. So on the left side diagram shows that the blue one is the cam while the green one is the pistons. This pump will significantly reducing the downstream pulsation. We can use the eccentricity sheet cams to obtain the best overlapping of the pressure curves and smooth flow, since the acceleration and deceleration is non-linear. The right diagram shows that the eccentricity shape cam.
Dual piston pump is used in chemical industry. One of the machine in the industry that use the dual piston pump is high performance liquid chromatography (HPLC). High performance liquid chromatography (HPLC), also known as high pressure liquid chromatography, is an efficient, versatile and reliable analytical method for separating, identifying and quantifying chemical compounds. In high-performance liquid chromatography, a dual piston pump is commonly used to deliver the mobile phase at a consistent and precise flow rate. The pump is a critical component in HPLC systems, as it ensures accurate and reproducible separation of analytes in the chromatographic column. Dual piston pump also involved in oil and gas industry. In the oil and gas industry, dual piston pumps are utilized for various applications that require precise and controlled fluid delivery. These pumps play a crucial role in tasks such as chemical injection, This pump are used to inject the chemicals into the wellbore or production lines to optimize production, control corrosion, inhibit scale formation, or enhance oil recovery. The dual piston design allows for accurate and controlled injection of chemicals in specified volumes. Other than that, this pump also used to be used in food and beverage industry. It is used to transfer, mix and dose fluid and semi-fluid substance in processing and production applications. The pumps for food processing must manufactured from food-grade materials and have smooth surface to prevent contamination from food and bacterial buildup.
Like many other working mechanical pump, dual piston pump also comes with advantages and disadvantages. So the first advantages is high efficiency. This is said because dual piston pump can provide high efficiency due to their design, which often leads to better fluid flow and pressure. Secondly, smooth operation. This is stated because with two pistons working together, they can offer smoother and consistent fluid flow compared to single piston pump. Okay, for the third one, balance load. This is said because the distribution of workload between the two pistons can help balance the load, reducing wear and tear and potentially extending the pump's lifespan. Lastly, versatility. This pump can often handle varying pressure and flow requirements due to the ability to adjust the speed or stroke length of the pistons. Alright, that are the advantages. Now we are going through the disadvantages. Okay, the first one is complexity. Dual piston pumps tend to be more complex in design construction compared to single piston pumps, but this will have potential leading to high manufacturing costs and maintenance. Secondly, higher costs due to their more intricate construction. They might be more expensive to purchase and maintain. Lastly, space requirement. They might require more space compared to single piston pumps, making them less suitable for compact installation. So, the choice of using a dual piston pump depends on the specific application and the balance between the advantages it offers against the potential drawbacks.
That's all from us. Thank you.